Hello.
Hello. Thanks.
Tired?
Hmm. Just a little.
Bad traffic?
No, quite good, actually.
Oh, good.
Very smooth.
Hmm. It seems to me that you were just a little late.
Am I?
Just a little.
Well, there was a bit of a jam on the bridge.
Hmm.
Pleasant day?
Yes. I went to the village this morning.
Yes. See anyone?
No, not really. Had lunch.
In the village.
Yes.
Any good?
Oh, quite fair.
What about your afternoon? Pleasant afternoon?
Quite marvellous.
Your lover came, did he?
Oh, yes.
Did you show him the hollyhocks?
The hollyhocks?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Should I have done?
no, it's simply I recall your saying he was interested in gardening.
Yes, he is. Not all that interested, actually.
Ah. Did you go out at all, or did you stay in?
We stayed in.
That blind hasn't been put up properly.
Oh, yes, it is a little crooked, isn't it?
Very sunny on the road. Of course, by the time I got out onto it, it was starting to sink. But of course, I imagine it was quite warm here this afternoon. It was warm in the city.
Was it?
Pretty stifling. I imagine it was warm everywhere.
Oh, quite a high temperature.
Did it say so on the wireless?
I believe it did, yes.
One more before dinner? I see you had the Venetian blinds down.
We did.
The light was terribly strong.
It was awfully strong.
The problem with this room is it catches the sun so directly when it shines. You didn't move to another room?
No, we stayed here.
It must have been blinding.
It was. That's why we put the blinds down.
The thing is, it gets so hot in here with the blinds down.
Would you say so?
Perhaps not. Perhaps it's just you that feels hotter.
That may be it, yes. What did you do this afternoon?
Long meeting. Rather inconclusive.
It's a cold supper tonight, do you mind?
Not in the least.
I didn't seem to have time to cook anything today.
By the way, I rather wanted to ask you something.
What?
Does it ever occur to you while you're spending your afternoons being unfaithful to me? I'm sitting at a desk going over balance sheets and graphs.
What a funny question.
No, I'm curious.
You've never asked me that before.
Well, I've always wanted to know.
Well, of course it occurs to me.
Oh, it does.
Of course.
And what's your attitude to that, then?
It makes it all the more piquant.
Does it really? You mean when you're with him, you actually have a picture of me going over balance sheets?
Only at certain times.
Well, of course.
Not all the time.
Well, naturally.
Only at particular moments.
But in fact, I'm not completely forgotten.
Not by any means.
That's rather touching, I must admit.
How could I forget you?
Well, quite easily, I should think.
But I'm in your house.
With another.
But it's you I love.
I beg your pardon.
But it's you I love.
Let's have another drink. What shoes are they? Those shoes, they're unfamiliar. Rather high-heeled, don't you think?
A mistake. Sorry.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
I'll take them off.
Not quite the most comfortable shoe for an evening at home, I should think. So you had a picture of me, did you? Sitting in my office?
I did. Yes, but I must admit it wasn't a rather convincing one.
Oh, why not?
Well, because I knew you weren't there. I knew you were with your mistress.
Was I?
Aren't you hungry?
I had a heavy lunch.
How heavy?
What a beautiful sunset.
Weren't you?
What mistress?
Oh, Richard.
Oh, no. It's simply the word that's so odd.
Is it? Why? Oh, come now, Richard. I've been entirely honest with you. Why can't you be honest with me?
But I haven't got a mistress. I'm very well acquainted with a whore, but I haven't got a mistress. A world of difference.
A whore?
Yes. A common or garden slut. Not worth talking about. Handy between trains. Nothing more.
You don't travel by train. You travel by car.
Quite. A quick cup of cocoa while they're checking the oil and water.
Sounds utterly sterile.
No.
I must say I didn't expect you to admit it so readily.
Why? You've never put it to me so bluntly before. Frankness at all costs, essential to a healthy marriage, don't you agree?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I must say, I can't believe that she's what you say.
Why not?
Well, it's just not possible. You have such taste in women. You admire so much grace and elegance in women.
And wit.
And wit, yes.
Ah, terribly important. Yes, wit for a man.
And she's witty?
Those terms don't apply. You can't sensibly inquire whether a whore is witty or not. It's of no significance whether she is or isn't. She's simply a functionary who either displeases or pleases.
And she pleases you.
Today, she is pleasing. Tomorrow, one can't say.
I must say, I find your attitude toward women rather alarming.
Why? I wasn't looking for your double, was I? I wasn't looking for a woman I could respect as you, or whom I could admire and love as I do you, was I? All I wanted was, how shall I put this? Someone who could express and engender lust with all lust's cunning. Nothing more.